Over the past few years, there has been increasing concern over overwhelming numbers of prisoners in most prison facilities in Uganda. This has mainly been accounted to ever-increasing numbers of prisoners against limited facilities in the country. For the past 2 days, a parliamentary committee on defense and internal affairs has been on a fact-finding mission to check on conditions of some facilities in northern Uganda.
I think they have done a lot. They have got findings. They have sorted out a few challenges, I think, which will they go by. I think one of the pressing challenges is the issue of congestion.
Akin to the recent issues that have even awashed the media on maltreatment in prison, inter alia torture and the rest, it was also incumbent upon the members of this committee to go down to different prison facilities to assess whether some of these alleged allegations are probably true.
After visiting prison facilities in Gulu and Lira districts, members of the committee were shocked by some of the conditions in the facilities.
Holding capacities have been exploited. We are holding inmates over and above the normal carrying capacities of our prisons, and it has cut across.
You can imagine a prison that was constructed in 1945 that is supposed to be holding about 127 people, 200. It has over 700 people. So these are some of the areas that as a committee we need to address. First of all, being a prisoner does not mean that you sleep while standing.
As a result of the congestion, other criminal acts have begun cropping up in some of the facilities.
While in Lugore we found isolated cases of vices inter alia homosexuality, which was common, because actually that deals because of the little space that prisoners are within.
According to an internal affairs ministerial statement, by 2020, the prison's holding capacity stood at 17,304 inmates. The report also noted that congestion levels increased from 306.9% to 319.2% due to a 4.1% increase in prisoners. The committee believes that the inadequate capacities of the courts are to blame.
Our courts are not operating properly. You find that people have been on remand for 5-6 years. These people would be decongesting the prisons. So as a committee, if the courts are not properly functioning very well, let's construct prisons that can accommodate our people.
At the Lira Central Prison, there was concern over inadequate facilities to manage the health of prisoners.
There should be a room where they should be keeping the patients. You can imagine someone who is suffering from TB is mixed up with other people, much as they are on treatment. They should have isolated centers.
Meanwhile, although the past few weeks have seen a number of cases related to torture reported in the country, none of the prison facilities visited by the committee detected a major case.
We have not found out an area where the prisoners are tortured in prisons. And as a Committee of Defense and Internal Affairs, we shall reach out even to police, we shall reach out to defense to find out where the tortures are conducted.
After completing the northern part, the fact-finding mission is expected to continue to other parts of the country. Nelson Omoya, NTV.